What's going on, guys? So I made a video the other day with the TiPX with the short barrel on a 700 psi HPA tank with the bypass regulator, and I was getting like 20 joules or like 19.9, I believe it was, with the alien plays. This is the day after, and the video you're going to see following this, it'll be before the one with me shooting it with the short barrel at nighttime with the 900 or 700 psi HPA tank. It's just explaining what I did to this valve and stuff. So just letting you know, that's what this video is after this like initial segment. I blew off two old valve O-rings. They were the old ones. They may have been just kind of like worn out a little bit. So the ones I blew off were old ones, and I was using like super high pressure, more than those O-rings could handle on the valve. I still haven't messed with this piston O-ring. Like I haven't changed it out. It's still the 16 millimeter outside diameter by 12 millimeter inside diameter. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that's what is coming up right now. I just wanted to edit this in to the beginning just as an introduction. So have fun. What's going on, guys? I got my Tippmann TiPX here. This is the one that has been acting up. I got some O-rings for it. My old valve piston O-ring was kind of super tight when I put it back in the regulator. I should say regular piston O-ring. It was super tight when I put it back in the reg. This had previously been shooting about 37 joules with the TiPX valve, the normal stock TiPX valve, and this 11-inch TCR barrel. One night I disassembled it, re-lubed, re-oiled everything in here, and then when I put it back together, it didn't perform as well for whatever reason. I still don't know what's going on with it at this point, but I'm just going to take this TiPX apart, put my PRV deleted regulator piston in there, use a new regulator piston O-ring. I went to Ace Hardware on the weekend and I bought two different size O-rings that seem like they fit the regulator really, really well. I never took the regulator with me. I just took the piston with me. So I have yet to see if they're super snug in that regulator piston. And I'll show you guys the O-rings that I bought and the sizes, like the specific size. There is a regulator piston O-ring that's available from like Tippmann parts and other websites where you can buy replacement O-rings and stuff. They're $2 each. The O-rings I got that I'm not sure if they're going to fit correctly or not, but they're very precise measurements. They were 43 cents and I think 40 cents each. So I got like 5 of one of them. I ended up going out to that same area of town the next day, and I got 3 or so of the one size smaller. So the Tippmann parts number is, I'm pretty sure it's TA20041. It's for the piston O-ring on the regulator. I'm pretty sure that's the number. It's the ones that I bought from the store. They're 14 millimeters. No, I'm sorry. 16 millimeter outside diameter and 12 millimeter inside diameter, and they have a 2 millimeter cross section. So when I got my caliper, I was measuring the inside diameter of the valve piston where the O-ring goes, and I was measuring the outside diameter of the piston, and the inside diameter, which I'll show you right now, was about 12.5 millimeters, and the outside diameter was about 15.5 millimeters. It was like an oddball shape. I don't know what the inch equivalent is, but I got my. This is like a random O-ring I found in my Spider rodeo stuff. So this might work, but I want to try the ones I bought from the store. This is my version of a PRV delete. I put a 2mm button head screw in here, put it through here, thread locked it, put it in an oven at about 100 degrees Celsius for like 6 or 7 hours. And it's been about 4 days since I'd done that, and it's just been inside this tube, sealed up. So pretty sure it's cured. I just used the blue thread locker. If this doesn't end up working out, or if something weird happens, I can easily just get another screw and push this through this way, heat it up a little bit, and then push it through that way. I can easily reverse what I just did to this. So yeah, the this part where my fingernail's touching, this is like 12.5 millimeters, and this outside part was about 15.5 when I used my caliper to measure it. So the O-rings I got, I'm gonna try the bigger ones first. When I took this regulator piston into the store with me, and I was looking at them, and this one seemed to fit like almost exactly. I'm gonna get some grease really quick. So yeah, this O-ring seemed to be like a really good fit for the regulator piston. I still have to try putting it into the actual regulator itself, but I'm just gonna put some oil on this thing. This is just normal silicone oil for like paintball markers. I've used it on pretty much a lot of my videos. I'll put it on top of CO2 cartridges, and I do it for maintenance. So this is the way it looks. It almost looks like perfect. So yeah, there's only like a 0.2 or 0.4 millimeters over the edge. I have cleaned this out. This is where it goes. I cleaned this out before with like a microfiber cloth and with a dowel and a microfiber cloth and like Q-tips, cotton swabs or whatever. Cleaned it out a bunch of times. I can't really get it any cleaner than how it is right now. This still feels pretty snug. In this side of the rig, there's nothing, because pretty much you don't need anything in here on this side. I took the valve seat out, or the valve pin seat. That thing looked fine. I've seen in a couple other like maintenance videos that if you're having like weird issues with pressure spikes or like low velocities, you can change this little rubber piece down here, or like a grommet. I have a replacement one, and it didn't really seem to do anything to it. As far as like improving velocities or whatever, like nothing really happened when I switched that piece out. This is still kind of snug. So if this doesn't end up working out, I could always just buy a new regulator. Cause yeah, like the only thing I don't ever like put this in sand and do a bunch of weird shit like that to it, but you do need to put your normal like valve spring back in there, the thick one. I'm sorry, not the valve spring, the regulator spring. You need to put this back in there, and you need to put your washer in there. It's like a piston wear disc. This white washer, flat washer. This is that valve pin seat that goes at the very bottom inside here. So I don't need any of these pieces currently the way this is. I'm still going to hold on to these pieces though. And I got some longer springs for the pressure relief. That's just something I'm going to try on my other TiPX and on my Berna TCR. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going to go back in here. I'm going to take it outside and shoot it. I need to put my bolt spring and everything back on this stuff. But I'm going to try this, see if I get leaks. It's still pretty snug of a fit, so I might try the smaller O-ring. But I'm going to just, pause the video and take it outside and show you guys what happens. All right, just touch base real quick. Put the that front part of the regulator back. There's nothing inside here. Like all this little stuff that's normally in there is not in there. I have the regulator in here with the spring and that piston and the piston wear disc. And then obviously I have the back cap on this. Bolt springs back. All this stuff is back to normal. So I'm going to put the shell back on and I'll take it outside. Alright guys, I got the TiPX out here. I only have it, I maxed out the velocity and then I turned it back like a little bit. So I just want to slowly work it up. So I'll do like 8 shots, turn off the air or the CO2 tank. I have it on the CO2 tank right now. Turn off the CO2 tank and then shoot the rest of it out, and then turn up the velocity and then do that thing back over again. So with this one, you cannot, or you shouldn't, adjust the velocity when it's pressurized. I don't know what happens if you do adjust it when it's pressurized, but the instructions say don't do that, and a bunch of other people say don't do that, so I'm not going to adjust it when it's pressurized. So I'm using Alien Play 7.2 gram balls, and I have the TCR barrel and gas line. So hopefully, I don't even know if it's what's going to happen, but hopefully it's over 200. Oh yeah, we're back. 406. I don't know if it was the O-ring, but I would assume it's the O-ring. 406 is really high for the Alien Plays. And I think I popped my valve O-ring off, so that's what that farting was. So yeah, there's the cool thing is that these can hit really hard. The bad thing is that you can pop your O-ring off the inside of the valve, and then you have to take it apart and fix it. Luckily, I have my check valve, my slide check on my air hose, so I was able to turn off the air like almost immediately. That happened to me once on the TCR, and I had to put down the launcher, take off my backpack, undo the air valve, and then it didn't have pressure. So I turned off the air pressure, and since the valve O-ring just popped, all the air pressure went out the front of the power tube. So I have other valve O-rings, but 406 is a good sign that it's working fine with the bypass on the regulator. So I think that's really high for a 7.2 gram ball. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video right here. I'll pick up on this a different day, or I'll just post it or something, what's going on with this. But I'm glad it hit 406 before it was barely hitting like 220 feet per second with those same weight balls, which is like 18 joules or something. It was pretty bad before, but 406 is really good. I just need to fix the valve now. So thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you guys next time. There's the problem right there. So yeah, when you shoot that thing that hard, sometimes this valve O-ring pops off, because what it does is it pushes up, like it's basically sealing this tube, and when you have too much air or too much pressure, it'll pop those off like nothing. So that's what happened. I'm gonna put a new one on here. I'll take it back outside.